All right. Let's see if anybody's with me yet. Huh. Show up on stream. All right. Now, let's see. Looks like I got two people with me. Can you guys say hello? This is Mark Ruggiero here. And if it's right, I got two people watching. And this is my first time doing this, so it will be a fun experiment. I want to check it out. Hey, Brian. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You're in my garage with all my mess, part of my mess. I'm going to be showing people that. Hey, Meandering Mike. Yay. All right. Thank you guys so much. So I just wanted to, this is kind of a test run. I just wanted to do some, talk about some games. Currently, I'm working on Anzio and Proper Man Cave. Love it. And I'll be better prepared next time. But I got Anzio set up, working on that for my YouTube channel. And hopefully I'll get a video of that going tonight. And I got to tell you, I've been having a really good time kind of going over some of these old classics. Obviously, I'm going to need to switch my next slides. I got to pick a day where I'm not going up against so many mountains. Hey, Michael, how you doing, buddy? So you're in my working on my man cave. I like Brian says, yeah, proper man cave. So I want to talk about games, but really quick, one thing that I'm doing with the cancer allowing is I'm going to be doing a big garage sale on the 11th. Got a guy coming who's going to be buying some of my miniature stuff that I'm not going to get to. And I'm going to be putting in some new lighting in here in the garage. I'm going to be putting in a couple more tables. And I'm going to be able to set up either a big monster or 3 or 4 different games. So I'm excited about that. Before, hey, Erwin, how you doing? Before I get going in the comments, maybe you guys could put like what you're playing or let's see. Brian, been taking out. Let's see if I can do this. Show it on the screen. Let's see if this works. Oh, there we go. That was easy. So he's been taking out his own copy. We've been doing videos on. I'm glad I'm able to help bring back memories because that's what part of what I'm trying to do with my content. I do plan on diving in some of the newer games. I'm pretty excited about Axis Empires from Decision Games. I've played every iteration of that game, including Krieg back in '93 when it came out. So maybe in the comments, like, what are you guys playing? And then I'm going to pick up my stand here and show you around a little bit. It is the garage, so at least the wife won't get too upset about it. What have you guys been playing? So, Brian, Operation Mercury. Oh my gosh, I got that for Christmas back in '94. And yeah, still haven't played it. But oh my God, I'm going to get it to the table, I swear. But yeah, I love Vance von Voorhees. Um, with Irwin got his. Let me finish Operation Mercury. I'll say this: if you don't know or not, but Legion Games should be releasing their Malta game this month, and I'm excited about that. I have the new John Burt book. That should be a really good read to go along with that. Oh yeah, you guys, I got to tell you, Axis Empire's Toller Creek. I can't wait to get it. Mine's supposed to get delivered tomorrow. Just phenomenal game. Every iteration's been great. So let me um I got games I could show you. D-Day at Saipan. Michael, let's see here. Love it. Hey Michael. Yeah, the D-Day series, phenomenal. I've only done Omaha, and that was a while ago. Um, but um, and just so you know, I'll probably go about 30 minutes here or so, maybe a little longer. So I don't want to keep you guys. But yeah, phenomenal system. I gotta tell you, decision games for all the hard knocks they get. I think they really been kind of knocking out of the park lately. You know, show you the cave. All right, Brian. Let's see. Let me get to stand up here. So you're gonna see a mess. I'm gonna stand up. Here's my garage. I don't have it totally organized yet. In fact, that won't happen until after my garage sale. I gotta get a space heater in here. I know I'm in California. Um, and Meandering Mike's been playing Age of Empire. All right, well, let's do a tour. Oh yeah, and then there's my shirt I'm wearing. It says, "Don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing." I really believe that. You know, I've never dropped out of the hobby. I've had times in my life when things have been crazy with the kids, but my oldest son just turned 37. My youngest will be 36 this year. All right, so I'm gonna be careful, but we're gonna take a little walk around the mess of Mark. Sorry, Mike, little bad play, I guess, on your man cave of madness. So let's see here. So I've got small part here. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I got a few Europa games left. Um, got some Columbia. I got a shrink wrap Suez 73 up there. I want to do a shrink rip on. I've got a shrink wrap First to Fight. I don't know if I'll ever get back to Europa, but a friend of mine, Alan, passed away in '94, and I'm going to do a shrink wrap on that game because that was one of his favorites. And got some Status Pro Baseball. Let's see, I'm not doing very good, but that's up there. Got Britannia, War for the Ring. I'm going to show you my war game. This is just a few. I've been moving my mess, as my wife calls it, from the house. But got some GMT titles there. Night of the Living Dead, Zombicide, Status Pro Baseball, Columbia. I'm a huge fan. I have almost their whole catalog. I used to not love the Columbia block game so much, but they're really been growing on me the last couple of years. And as you guys know, if you've been on the channel, I did Pacific Victory. I got to show you guys this. This is really special to me. Let's see if I can make it visible or not. I don't know. It's going to be a little bit difficult. But this, Leo Paula did for me. I was a loadmaster in the Air Force, and well, what can I say? It's a GMT weekend and showed me that. Sorry for the amateur camera work, but if you guys are watching my channel, you know more about the passion and the not by no means a pro. Man, I got just stacks of stuff. So yeah, I got into Flames of War and Team Yankee a little too heavy, so I'll be dumping a lot of this, keeping a few things for myself. Yeah, Brian, very observant. I do have the new Kingmaker. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. I love Kingmaker. What can I say? Let's see here. Meandering Mike, haven't been playing any war games in a while. Have been playing some Age of Empire. I don't play PC games, not because I got anything against them. I don't have time. You know, time I do have, I've been devoting as much wargaming as I can squeeze in. Here's one of the games I really plan on getting to. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. It's right up my alley. Hexasim Mar 918. As I dig through my collection, I think I might have a couple of copies of this, but I won't know for a while, but I'm going to keep one to play and sadly sell the other. But I'm going to, let's see. This is literally, and you can't really see too well, but literally a third of my collection. Maybe even an eight. I don't know, less. Like I've just got so much stuff I need to get rid of. There's my red strike from VUCA. Bam! I love VUCA simulations. Just good stuff. Oh, got to scroll down for new comments. Um, Civ games taking over the board gaming time. I've heard games talk. What does that mean, Brian? Tell me what that means, buddy. Got a sixth person joined us. Say hello wherever you are. It's my first try at this, so just taking a little walk through the man cave. What does that mean exactly? I'm assuming you're saying mean computer games. Then I got more games down there. I'm a huge. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm not looking at it right now, but People Simulation. I got some GDW games that somebody gave to me. And how about this classic? Oh boy, just dump counters all over the ground. No, I didn't. They're in the baggies. We can fix it. We have the technology. And, I'll tell you one goal that I will have at my show, even as I perfect it, if you want to call it that, or make things better, is I want you to feel like you're with me in the garage and the gaming room, wherever I'm at. A while back, somebody commented, and one of the things they like about my videos is they feel like they're just there with me. And I got to tell you guys, I really appreciate the. Let me fix my camera. And I really appreciate when I get comments or views. I don't know how much. Do I have White Death? Uh, Erwin, White Death. I think I do have that. Which company is that? Is that GDW? Remind me who what White Death is. Who makes that? Probus Thrax. Hey, buddy. Where are you visiting from? I don't want to make assumptions, but with your name, I'm thinking Europe, but I don't know. And welcome to Mark's World. Let me show you guys a couple things while we wait for. Yeah, I do have that, Erwin. Absolutely. Classic. Love it. One thing I'll tell you, I'm going to show you a couple of things, and I want to make a statement. And I actually want to hear from you guys. I really do. I was saying, anyway, sorry, I mumble sometimes and get it. But my channel means so much to me. You guys, wargaming, like really helps keep me going through this, struggle. And, like I like to say, being optimist, prep for the worst and staying optimistic. So, but I got a couple old classic magazines because they have some either Tobruk or Anzio content. I picked this up the other day. Figure all the hundreds of games I'm selling. I deserve to treat myself, and it really keeps my hope alive. And I do love Tobruk. I know people hate the die rolling, but let's see here, Brian. Looked like your garage. This is like Mark's Wonderful World. This is my garage, actually. And as I get it together, I'm going to be putting some new lighting in, a space heater. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to fit two 8x4 tables. And I'm not tables. What I'm going to do is I have tables, but I can get 3/4 inch thick sanded maple plywood 8x4 for about $90 a sheet. I'm going to get those. I'm going to get some plexiglass. And I got a buddy of mine who's going to help me hang some LED lighting. And then once I put the space heater in, I'll be able to deal with the winter, which, I'm in California, but it's still pretty cold for me. And yeah, I got a bunch of generals. Look at this stuff. Talk about trips down memory lane. My God, I got to tell you one thing. I don't like being sick, but it has given me, when I'm able to, got some ability to do a lot of what I love. And by the way, I want to update you really quick. So my wonderful wife of soon to be 37 years, um, is she's doing pretty well. She's on maintenance for her cancer. Her prognosis is a lot better than mine, but love her to death, and we're definitely testing out the in sickness part of your valves. But anyway, so there's some of my magazines. I got um, what let's see. Did you ever post a looking for players ad? Oh my God, I did. I placed a couple of ads, Brian. I don't remember what issue, but my ads are definitely in 3 or 4 different issues. I think one of them was the last one I did. Yeah, I don't even want to guess. I guess I have to dig through my generals and look for them. But yeah, absolutely. I found some opponents that way. The local guys that know me. It's funny. I put together a gaming group back in the I don't know, early '90s, and that was a real trip. Put flyers up at the local stores, and I've always been an organizer, I guess. So then you guys have seen I've got a few of these in my collection, my custom dice towers. Um, I got some Napoleonic themes one. This is World War II. You guys have seen these two on my videos. But got a Japanese one that I didn't bring in here. I got let's see, I did this European Axis one. So I'm not a Nazi, but I am like the historical stuff. These are made by Mark Assetto in Italy. I don't buy these anymore, needless to say. And then, we got 8 people now. This is great. I don't know if, let's see here. Where are people from? If you haven't gotten the comments, Probus, you're in Oklahoma. I love your name, man. That's awesome. I think I'm going to make a wild guess here. Oh my gosh, is it Greek? Don't hang me if I'm wrong, okay, buddy? But who else is on here? Oh, we got 7. Somebody dropped off. I guess I bored them. They were like, oh, not for me. I don't need to look at Mark's ugly face. Here's my Roger McGowan ASL cup. Got a longest day cup. Longest day is on my thing. I'm going to grab a couple of games here if you allow me. I want to show you that I recently picked up. If you haven't made a comment and you're on and you ID'd yourself, please do so I can welcome you aboard. And got about 12 more minutes here for the first try. Maybe I'll go over a little. I don't want to bore you guys to death. Yes, sir, when you do need a dice tower, when you come to my garage sale, talk to me. I got a bunch of them. I'll let you take a look at them. They're not cheap, but they're custom. So and you wouldn't have to pay the shipping from Italy. I'm grabbing a couple of games here that I did pick up recently. Sold about 100. I think I bought about 10. So that's kind of like my ratio. And then I'm going to show you some books. And what else? I'm just so excited about gaming, guys. I'll tell you, it's been a passion of mine. I was 10 years old. Don't want to bore you with the details, but got Tactics 2. Mixture of Roman emperors, Probus. Probus, my dad wanted to name me Quintus Maximus. And I got to say, I'm kind of glad they meant to name me Mark Antony, but they spelled it Anthony. So Nova Scotia, Canada. It snowed. Oh boy, I could not handle the cold right now. Grognard Rich, good to see you, buddy. How are you? It's welcome aboard. It's my first try. I promise it will get better as I get more experienced at this. I'm having such a blast. I gave a little tour of the thing. So let me show you a couple games I got. You know, like you said, sell 100, buy 10. My wife swears I buy more, but I'm not. I do have some pre-orders. Oh boy, huh? Axis Empire. Look at this. In the Shrink. I'm going to do a trip down memory lane on this bad boy. There's a much better game that I can't think. It's a remake with cards for this. And I cannot think of the name, but um, that's actually a little better than old school, believe it or not. And then I'm going to do a trip down memory lane on this bad boy in the shrink wrap. And there again, yep, there's better games out there on air-to-air combat, but hey, you know, like just, huh? Huh? You gotta love wargaming. I know I sure do. And then not in the shrink, and I don't know when I'll get it to the table, but I picked this up and love victory games. Just, oh my goodness, they're just so good. And then, let's see, Compass games. You know, I'm a huge fan. I work with David White, helped start the Compass Game Enthusiast page. Not looking whether you like it or not. I did pick this up. Gonna give it a try. So this won't be for sale. My garage sale, Irwin. I hope you make it when I do have it. And you know, just to be clear, guys, my garage sale, I made it pretty clear. I'm gonna, you know, I'll make some fair deals with people, but I'm not gonna be giving stuff away. I feel like when I sell stuff, I'm selling a piece of me. Which, to be honest, that may sound silly, but that is the truth. Um, oh boy, I guess this is a good thing I looked. And then, you know, one thing I do that's a little known secret, and I know I'm maybe not on camera, but you know, no, it's not really a secret. I'm proud of it. I used to play advanced D&D in high school. Played White Box, Dungeons and Dragons. It was my introduction in eighth grade and back in 1977, 78. But I love reading role playing. I really don't play it anymore, but I picked this up. I really like reading role playing games. Let's see, Grognard Rich. I love the campaign magazine. Uh, and just keep the during the garage sale. Leave the camera rolling so we can share a coffee. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I might do that. Okay. No, definitely. You know, let me see what I can do with that. I might be able to set it up and do something. You know, do a live broadcast of Mark's liquidation. No, it's not because that's not what it is. Trust me, there's a piece of me that I want this huge funeral pyre. No, I'm not kidding. I would never do that. I have friends set up that are going to help dump my collection once I'm gone, whatever's left. But have an original speed circuit. Oh yeah, 3M. I have Win, Place, and Show, and I have one of the baseball games. So I said I'd show you some books. We lost somebody. That's okay. I'm having a great time. Let me show you a couple of books. I've got so many books. These boxes behind me are full of books. I got more, okay? And I'll be offering some of those up for sale at some point. A lot of them, sadly, are brand new. Um, did I show you guys my bookcase? I got one bookcase out here. It is California. So I've some of my stuff I've stored in my garage for years. I've had no issues with must, mold, rust, nothing like that because the air is so dry. You know, honestly, it's I love California. You love it, hate it, whatever. Hey, you know what? I love it. Luckily, we bought a house, and we live in Lodi, so it's not the Bay Area. But we bought a house back in 2001 on my veterans benefits. So I got so much more I could show you. Let me show you these books, and then I'll show you my bookcase. And thanks, Brian, live from downtown Lodi. So I've gotten an idea to do a live stream during my garage sale. Let me ask you this. Do you guys value at all a live stream of if I'm playing something, even if it's a playthrough? I get that you may not want to tune in for the whole time because that could get kind of boring. But I thought about doing that too because I got to see. I'm not even sure if I can share this as a video when we're done. And to be honest, I don't know who would watch it. Now, you guys have seen some of these books already if you've been watching my videos, but I want to just give you an idea of how about not a book? How about this? I actually finally went ahead and subscribed to this. Been enjoying it, and it's a lot of fun to read. Got a lot of kind of cool articles, National Geographic, and just adds more to my clutter. But just some great illustrations. War Game Diary. I don't have a copy out here. If you don't get that, I recommend you subscribe for War Games. Grognard Rich lived in Oakley. Yeah, you weren't that far away, buddy. Too bad we never hooked up. Listen, clipping counters or playing a solo game. Michael DePaul. Okay, Michael would like that. What's a good I'm up at kind of weird hours, but I could schedule something during the day. Since you guys are I'm going to call you guys my core 7 or 8. I keep getting the 8th and they keep dropping out. So I know Brian's way out there in Nova Scotia, which let me see if my geography is good. That's the east out in Halifax, right? Is that you, Brian? You're out in Halifax? We used to fly into Goose Bay, Canada back in my Air Force days to refuel on our way to Europe for reforgers. Michael, where are you from, buddy? What part of the country? Because part of my scheduling will be try to do best so I can include people. Because I'd love to do that, honestly. I could set the camera up and we can talk about the game I'm playing and you can watch and go, hey, dipshit, that's not the rules. Fix it. Um, Clipping counters. Oh boy, yeah, I use a pro player. I will admit, once in a while, I know it's shameful. I use clippers, but I also use my OL Deluxe clipper a lot. And knock on wood, hasn't broken yet. So 1027, Brian. Okay, well, I'll do my best. And Michael's in Ohio. Man, there's a lot of war gamers out there. It must be the weather. Huh? Just kidding. Just kidding. I've been all over the Midwest, all over the world. Mandarin Mike, yeah, Washington State, north of Seattle. Got a brother who lives in Portland. So let's just take a look at just a couple of books I got. And I have more, trust me, hundreds more. But pick this up based on my current play. Massacre on the Beachhead. Don't know if it's any good. I did a request on Facebook for books. And this was one of them. This is by Winford Valhan Thomas. Copyright. How many of you guys love books? Oh my God, aren't books wonderful? August 1961. This is the third printing from 1962. So it's officially over, better than or older than me. Isn't that cool? Let's see here. What else we got for comments? Michael's in Ohio. Yep, Oregon Laminator. Um, all metal. I can't use the non-deluxe one. I just butcher my counters. I sold mine. I don't know. I'm not coordinated enough. I followed instructions. Never could figure it out. Hey, thank you, Probus, for tuning in. Oh, we're down to 4. Looks like I lost some more people. So, Anzio, Italy. This covers Italy, Battle for Rome, 44 by Lloyd Clark. Yeah, let's see how long we've been on here. 30 minutes. All right. Well, I'll go a little bit longer because I want to show you guys. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you so much. So whenever I play a game, I always pick up a couple of these. Love the pictures and the short captions. Really wonderful. So we had 8 people. We're down. Oh, we got 6 now. Oh, if you're new on here, make a comment so I knew who you are. Yep, me too, brother. Always got books. And then a buddy of mine, he's about 10 years, well, actually, yeah, Russ, about 10 or 12 years older than me. His uncle served in the 36th Infantry Division. So I picked up this book and I'll be reading that. Um, oh, yeah, Aaron, wait till you come to my garage sale. I got tons of good books. I got to let some of them go. They won't be $1 each. They won't be $1 million either, but we'll see what I sell. They're almost all brand new hardbacks, a lot of them, not those. Then pick this up, Rome 44. It's obviously one of those Eastman editions. I love quality. I really do, always have. Even when this cost me a whole, I don't know, $5. Read this in high school, actually, or junior high even. I got to tell you, I've been fascinated with World War II since as long as I can remember. So this was copyrighted 1981. So, yep, I was in high school. Once again, in memory of the 4. And, well, I won't bore you with the details on that. So a couple of videos I did, hopefully you caught, was I did a shrink rip of Fortress Europa, 1776 recently. Let's see. Brian's reading. Let's see. I'll make sure I don't miss anybody. You wish you could be in Orlando. I'm in Lodi, California, but I don't know what that means. What's going on in Orlando, Rich? Tell me. Brian, reading Anthony Beaver's Crete book while playing Operation Mercury. I don't know if, Brian, you've been sharing on Facebook your playthrough of Mercury. If you did, I've missed it. I haven't seen it. So need to share on that. Man, I love Vance's games. I told you guys that. If you get a chance, go to Legion Games and pre-order the Malta game. That's Vance Von Borey. It should be out this month. And no, I don't get any kind of compensation. Oh, you live in Orlando now. Okay, got it. The land of humidity. Just kidding. Enjoy Florida. I got to say, no offense. I don't want to live anywhere else. Needless to say, I don't really have much choice right now. So let's see what else. Oh, I said I'd show you part of my bookcase. Oh shit! I got this stupid bio bag hanging out of my gut. Thankfully, they're going to put stents in. I got to wait till December 18th for the surgery. So, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. So, let's take a little walk again. And we're going to head on over. I'm going to just show you a little tiny sliver of my books. Let's see here. So, oh, look at that. More games. Yeah, you can't really see, but all right. But there's a few books for you. Majority of these aren't for sale. I'll be selling some of them, but that's just a few. I like reading memoirs, histories. Gotta tell you, I picked this up after watching a movie. Looks fascinating. Nothing to do with wargaming, but should be fun to read. Got some Rommel books here, Roman Empire, Fifth Army, some more Italian campaign books. I'm going to switch seats so I can show you a couple more games. And I think we'll end the broadcast because I know you guys have lives. I don't, but well, I do have a life. This is my life. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I said, really appreciate it very much, more than you'll ever know. So get this out. Still debate whether I'll sell it or not. Let's see, what did Michael say? Michael DePaul, my mom survived the Blitz in 40. Her father served as, let me share this. Let's see, does it all show up? Let's see. There we go. Wow, that's some family history there, Michael. Once I figure out how to show pictures, I got to tell you, my World War II family history is both of my grandfathers immigrated after Mussolini took power. One came from Ruggiero, Naples. My other, Limo, came from Sicily. Neither one of them served. I had an uncle that served, and sadly, or great uncle, I should say. I never met the man. Came back from World War II. I'm sure he had PTSD, and it's really tragic, actually. He murdered his wife, and during his trial, jumped out of fifth or sixth floor courthouse window and committed suicide. So really kind of sad. I don't have a story really to share about who served where. Or, I did ask my grandfather one time, did I have any relatives that served in the Italian army? And basically got as far as like, yes, but that was about it. So, but I did serve myself, and I'd say thankfully never got shot at, honestly. And I have some friends that suffer terribly from PTSD from Afghanistan and Iraq. Anyway, so Victor Games Civil War, up to 9 people. So you haven't said hello, please say hello. Yeah, I don't mind sharing, right? You guys see on Facebook, I'm like an open book. I'll share anything, and I got to say, once again, I just, please, for the love of God, thank you guys so much. This just means so much to me. This is really hard to explain, but really keeps me going. I love Roger McGowan. Obviously, this is going to be my next deep dive on the channel. I love this cover. Had some people comment that they hate it. Hey, each your own. Like I like to say, enjoy your journey. Oh boy, 10 people. Come on, if you're new on here, just put a comment in. Say hello, Mark. Go take a flying leap, Mark. Mark, this is so boring. Why are you wasting our time? Mark, it's so exciting to see your passion. Yeah, I agree, Erwin. I picked this up recently. Got the BCS title too. FCS, by the way, is a ton of fun. Got our dens too. I can't wait to get that on the table. If anybody has aftermarket counters for this bad boy, I'm looking because I can barely read these anymore. But just a classic game. I hope I get time to get that to the table again. Now here's a fun one, right? And I got to tell you, I just love creations, right? Oh, I'll answer that in just a minute, Provis. Rise and Fall, right? EMS games, horrible components, fun rules, fun game. I love the creators because, without creators, we wouldn't have this hobby. I'm not a big critic of anything that gets done. Probably the only game I've ever really hated in my life is the quote unquote John Prado's Third Reich by Avalanche Press. And if you love it, please enjoy it. And but just for me, just didn't do the trick. So what did I do? Probus asked me, what did I do in the service? I was a C-141 B model aircraft loadmaster. I was part of the air crew, and I was stationed at Travis. I was in the 86th Military Airlift Squadron. After basic training, survival school, my other schools, I showed up there in April of 44, April of 84, got out October 10th, 1987, and I was able oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, serve my country. I was going to re-enlist, go to C-130s, would have been at Clark Air Force Base in the 21st Tactical Airlift Squadron. But long story short, I came home from a mission, and my son, who's 37 now, was pretty small, ran away from me. And I said, "Nah, I got to get out." So I did, and you know, do I have regrets? No, not really, because honestly, I wouldn't be married anymore, um, or anything. So another example of my Manny Bucks. Yeah, I know I'm crazy, but let's see. Yeah, let's see. We got 11 people on here. Yes, sir. C-141 Starlifter. I was on the B model. Sadly, the last flight was in 2006. In 1993, I went to the 50th reunion because the squadron was formed to support the D-Day landings in 43. And one of my favorite stories, I got to tell you guys, so really quick, you're going to get out. Oh, here we go. Here comes a war story. No, it's not really a war story. So 93, they did a 50th reunion for the 86th Military Airlift Squadron, and I was there. And behind me is and we're in this big hangar, and we're doing a dinner, and there's a tradition with the coin. You pull the coin out, tap it on the table, the bar. If everybody has it, you buy the drink. If you do that, if you don't have it, you buy the next round, right? We're in this hangar full of veterans. There's guys there from 1943 all the way up, probably at least a couple hundred people. Somebody dropped a fork or something, and it was hilarious. The whole place just erupted, and people tapping their silverware on the table. So traditions go back a long way. So, all right, always makes me a little proud of my service, proud of my gaming. Makes me a little emotional. So, got 12 people. Hey, Ken. Morning. Let me show you the C-141. Let's see if I can get this in the picture here. This is what Leo made for me. Okay, Mark. Let's figure out the camera. It's not working well, is it? Here we go. Here's 141 up here. C-141 right there. That was my girl. I got a little over 2,000 hours in there. Flying the world. You can do the math. That's over 9 months of airborne, being in the air. So, anyways, we've been on 43 minutes. Okay, I'll let it go 17 more minutes because I'm really having a good time. So there's 14 people it's showing, and I want you guys to make some comments so I know who's joined me. Definitely amateur at this, first try, but I do love it. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Ken X. Appreciate it. Glad I'm not at work. I won't call it an advantage because what's going on, but have a great day. But there's other people on here. And all you gotta do is make a comment. Hey, Craig, how you doing, buddy? So Craig's the guy that never met him, lives in Georgia. I swear to God, we should be neighbors. Our taste in games is so identical. Brian Jarvis. My uncle was a C-130 Loadmaster. Yeah, I flew with the Canadians. Did a lot of that. The Brits. I forgot what plane they flew. The Irish. Did some flying with them. It was a great experience for a kid. I did that from when I was 18 years old till, 4 years later. You do the math. So, Baden. Let's see. Large Germany. Yep, I've been all over the world. I've been on every continent except for South America and Antarctica. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry I can't go to Compass Expo too, Craig. It's just 1 mile too many right now with the chemo. It's kind of kicking my ass a little bit. I'm getting to squeeze in my gaming. People think I game all the time. I'm like squeezing in the few good hours. But you know what? At least I get a few good hours a day usually. So Provis playing Spruance Leader in the computer game combat missions. That's awesome, buddy. I gotta say, DVG, I haven't really dove into. It's not on my bucket list. And computer games, just, I have nothing against them. Like I always say, enjoy your journey. Honestly, that's what matters, right? There's enough negativity in the world, and we don't need that. So I have certain passions that if you're friends with me on Facebook, you're aware of because I still post about them. But there's too much negativity. We need more positivity. And when it comes to wargaming, that's our hobby. And I gotta say, I will say this: I never understood why anybody, and I'm not saying not constructive criticism. That's okay. And I lost some people, but the part I never got is somebody gets on, man, I love this game. It's the greatest game ever. And so, oh, that game's crap. Oh, that game sucks. Why are you even going to comment? Just scroll on by. If you're not your journey, fine. Like, we don't all agree on what's a great game and what's not. Except for me, I'm Mikey. If it's a war game, I'll like it. I'll play it with you. The only thing I ask is that if you ask me to play it with you, you got to play one of my picks. That's it. That's my only rule. Um, I'm going to try to organize, Craig, an online Compass game, The War. I'm waiting to do a couple more chemo treatments to see what might be a good day and time. And I want to do that live on Vassal. So, and we got about 10 minutes left here. Yep, Brian. You know what, Brian? Let me share this with you. Thank you for saying this. Because one thing I learned, it is about buckets. One thing this cancer journey's done for me is I realized I was a workaholic, not worth it. Um, I valued myself based on my work, not worth it. Spent a lot of time worrying about things that everybody does, not worth it. You got to make a living, you got to do this. I get it, but you need to take a deep breath. And wargaming has always provided me that escape. But bucket is a really great way to put it. Don't. And I know you didn't say this, Brian. I'm not putting this in your mouth. Don't piss in somebody else's bucket. Let them have their bucket of joy. Like I like to say, enjoy the journey because it's far too short, guys. Far too short. Let's see. Picked up. So Craig just picked up Africa. Yep. Got it. Hope I get to it. Desert Rats. I'm assuming that's Avalanche Press. Good game. Panzer Grenadier. Haven't played it in a while, but I do love that a lot. God, I love games. It's crazy, isn't it? Just wargaming. And I got to tell you, I do some fantasy stuff. Like I said earlier, I like Columbia. Their Wizard Kings games, a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to I forgot what it's called, but the fantasy one that's going to be coming from Compass. Huge fan of Compass games. Huge fan of GMT games. VUCA simulation, just knocking it out of the park, guys. If you don't have a VUCA simulations game, get one. These guys are impressive. They're 30 somethings. I may try to, once I figure out more how to do this, I may try to get one of them. Yeah, meandering Mike. Thank you. Burning Lands. I have this is funny. I have a great memory. Like I can think back to when I was 10 years old. And I mean, there's some stuff gets lost in the fog of time. But the one thing I'm horrible with is movie names, actors and actresses, and then sometimes board game names. Not too often. my knowledge of board games goes pretty deep. War games, anyways. But I'm really enjoying this, and I still get some people haven't ID'd themselves. Let's see, just picked up. Okay, Africa Core. Yes, absolutely. Africa Core versus Desert Rats, right? That's the Avalanche Press Panzer Grenadier, Craig, isn't it? So, all right, 10 more minutes will be an hour. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to work on a live stream from the garage sale. I don't know. We'll see. I may do it, may not. That might be kind of boring just seeing me sitting there drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. But yeah, I still smoke. They told me to quit, but I'm like, oh, what's the point now? I'm terminal. So let's see. What up? Get some new comments here. Yeah, MMP, absolutely, Craig. Couldn't agree more. Multi-man publishing. And I got to tell you, I think Decision Games has really stepped up their games. I should have my Axis Empires tomorrow. My brother's coming down from Portland, so I don't know if I'll get to do a video on it. I will eventually. The Ultimate Toller Krieg Edition. If you don't have that game common, you got to get it. I'm telling you. It's going to be a phenomenal package. It played every iteration. I started out the show with this. So in 1993 is, I think, when the Krieg came out. And the rules were so bad. They had rules in the examples of play, just horrible. I was at Pacificon, which is a regional convention out here. We get about 1,200 attendees. Get that's including role playing, blah blah blah. But always get about 50 to 55 war game events. Great 4 days of gaming. Didn't get to go this year. They renamed the war game area after me, RogeroCon, I think, or something. I'm not sure. But anyways, Krieg, I'll never forget that year. Came out, and there were like 5 or 6 games of it going. Just like I don't have them easily accessible, but GMT games in their 3 original releases: Shoestring, Silver Bayonet, and Air Bridge to Victory. By the way, I still play Air Bridge to Victory once in a while. Came out, bought all 3 when those got released. So great stuff. Peter, hey, welcome aboard. Thank you for checking in. Peter Ryder says, have you played VUCA's Task Force Carrier Battles in the Pacific? I'm having a lot of fun going through it. And no, I haven't played it yet, but it's on the list. VUCA, what can I say? We're living in a golden age, guys. I really believe that. So, we're down to 9 people. I'm going to work on a schedule. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to have to mess around with my phone because that's how I do my shows. Of doing maybe a live stream right along when I play a game. And yeah, I agree with you, Peter. I got to tell you, anything VUCA does is just awesome. Just graphically, games wise, those guys pour their heart and souls into developing their game. When I was in Tempe, they got some good stuff coming. And I got to tell you, people were playing a couple of their Napoleonic games that are coming. And just amazing stuff. The game was literally multiple plays and people are coming down to the last die roll. And yeah, it wasn't good enough for them. Let's see here. Brian, what did Brian say here? For me, allergies aside, buying and opening an old used copy of the game to smell. None of my games smell of smoke that I sell. They're either, I don't smoke around my games at all. So you never have to worry about that. And I think you guys have bought a war in Europe for me out there and couple other ones. Good. I don't know if it was you, Brian, or somebody else. I don't remember, but go smell it. If you smell smoke, you're not gonna, because I don't smoke around my games. In my garage sale, I'll be in my garage with the door open. I'm going to be stuck out here in the cold all day. You might see me light up, but not. No, my games, they're mold free, smoke free, pet free. Most of my shit, more than half of my stuff's in shrink wrap still. So, which I'm working on fixing that. So, or at least it's unpunched. Let's see. What else did you say? Oh, the smell of smoke is cool. I agree. I'm an addict. So, but who played this and they have a good time? That's right. That's what it's all about. And Peter, it is a great time to be a war gamer. It really is. We've got about 5 minutes left here, guys. So, any last thoughts? Let me see this really quick, and I'll review it. Hopefully, I can share this to Facebook or YouTube. I mean, as a video. But what would you like to see me live stream and play? I won't get into the time just because, but what would you like to see me do? And right now I'll be working on Anzio, which I don't know if that'll be possible, just because of how I'm going to do it as a learn to play, etc. Um, but once I get my game room set up, I'm going to have the ability to set up probably at least 3 or 4 games plus a monster. So what would you like to see? Irwin would like to see Toller Creek. Irwin, text me or email me because I'm working on putting together a multiplayer get together down in Hanford in December to play Toller Creek. Blue Water Navy, don't have it, need to pick it up. Don't ask why. I sold it, now I totally regret it. I do have the Victory Game Fleet series that I've always wanted to do with logistics. Craig, Axis Empires, another vote. Okay. Another vote from Ryan. All right. Okay. Absolutely. I might do that because you can solitaire it, by the way, very easily. You lose a little bit. It's not, it's card assisted. Well, is it card driven? I don't know. That's an interesting question. I just think it's a great game. Um, yeah, Erwin, if you're available, we're probably going to do it December 7th through the 10th. And Gene's going to give us space at the warehouse to play. We're going to be playing Axis Empires if we get 4 players and one other guy so far. We're going to do Dicensal, so also, which is part of the Axis Empires Ultimate Edition. Another vote for Axis Empires. Okay. All right, guys. That looks like that might be it. I don't know if that'll be my first try, but it might be. Got some rules reading to do, and because I got to get ready for that, and hopefully cancer allowing, I'm gonna get to go do that in December December. So I'm hope I am well enough to attend, and it's a big if, but Tempe next year. I also may, and I'll be doing Death Ride. If I make it to Tempe, you can count on I'm doing Death Ride. We'll be doing Omaha Beach. Right now, I got 6 people. So that'll be enough to do Omaha, Gold, and Juneau. Uh, you know, uh, I love Death Ride. You've seen my videos. You love it or hate it, but I love Death Ride. Start smaller. Yeah, Mandarin Mike, I got like some Decision Folio games that I want to run through. Um, Great Battles of History. My God, I need about 100 more years to play what I want to play. Yeah, Erwin, that's a great. Erwin says played Daisensu once, played it a couple times, but I let India go to see what happens. Isn't that great? How war games tell a story. All right, well, we're at an hour. I want to thank each and every one of you for checking in, commenting, dialing in. I'll be looking for a different day because, right, obviously, I'm going up against Eric's table, I think, and a couple other the big time high rollers, which, by the way, I love. I love Eric's game table. Or I'm screwing the name up. Meandering Mike. I'm not saying that just because you're here. I do love his channel. Dan the Man. And my God, Moe's Game Table, Art Wolf Slayer. Those are probably my favorites. I'll keep doing my live stuff and my videos as long as I'm able. And just thank you guys all so much for joining me. Keep your eyes open for the next live stream. Hey, we got up to 11 people. Charles Latora, good evening. So, good evening, brother. Thank you for joining us. I've tried to bump the time up. I want to try to include some Europeans, but I'll vary the times and work on my background. And thanks, Craig. Glad you enjoyed it. We're going to do this again. And I guess this is where I got to eventually say, going to sign off and end this. Meandering Mike, you're welcome for seeing the garage. Once I get my game room set up again, because it's a mess right now, you'll get to see that. And Grognard Rich, you're welcome. But thank you guys. You guys are the ones that matter. You tuned in. You made this really enjoyable for me, which I appreciate. It helps keep my hope alive. And okay, Charles, welcome as a subscriber. Hey, 250 more, and then you guys can I can start making my millions. Ha ha ha. All right. Sorry, that's a horrible fake laugh, isn't it? Well, thanks again. This is Mark Ruggiero, Clark Commander 1983, signing off, and I'll tell you about my nickname next time. I came up with that channel name years ago. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, your group. Hey, Brian, me and my wife, I want to shout out to Brian and his group, sent us some live lobsters. Absolutely loved it. Still to this day, I have no idea what happened to the other package you guys sent us because with the forks and all that. But that was just so wonderful. One of the few things I was able to eat with my struggles there. But and I'm glad I made you feel at home because that's my goal. I want you to feel like you're with me in my garage and we're just shooting the shit. And I got to tell you, I'd have me a nice IPA if I could, or a nice small glass of scotch. But I'm the guy, I hang around, I go on and on. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Michael. Subscribe to my channel, like it, tell your friends about it. Thanks for the GoFundMe, the love, the support, regardless what it is. It's all great. And I'll work on trying to reschedule some good stuff. So, thank you so much, and I hope I didn't accidentally just hide somebody. I hope that didn't happen. Oh my God, where's Brian? Okay, Brian, you're still there. Good. All right, back at you. See you guys later. Until next time. Thank you. Bye.